Welcome back to Houston Life. When it comes to entertaining, our next guest knows a thing or two about hosting some pretty great parties. We like to call him America's CEO, that is Chief Entertaining Officer.
Okay, he's always got the best ideas, and he's here to help us get ready for the 4th of July with some patriotic party tips. Tim Laird, welcome back. You have painted Studio B red, white, and blue.
We are all about the red, white, and blue for July 4th. Great ideas. Of course, we've got to start out with a festive cocktail.
I mean, twist our arm.
Fine by me.
This is my Star-Spangled Sipper. You're going to like this. Very easy to make. And I found this Jefferson's Rye whiskey, which is really delicious. Adds a little spice to the cocktail. So 2 ounces of that Jefferson Rye goes in. Ooh. That's my 2 ounces, by the way. And then an ounce and a half of honey simple syrup. So that's just one part honey, 1 part water. And then 1 to 2 to 3 ounces of cranberry juice, kind of give it that red, white, and blue. Pretty. And for the garnish, red, white, and blue, a little strawberry, a lychee, and a blueberry.
I love a lychee.
The bitters, what's the key to getting the right amount of bitters in there?
Then I put just a splash of bitters. So you can do 1, 2, or 3. And what that does, it cuts the sweetness a little bit.
Yeah.
And still brings up it's like the chef's secret weapon, you know, or secret ingredient.
Perfect.
So here's to the 4th. Happy.
America.
This is a very nice flavor profile. I will say, your heavy pour on the booze is
that
lovely.
how much it's in here?
This is my kind of cocktail.
It really is. And what I like about it, that Jefferson's Rye, it just balances so it's not too sweet and adds a little spice. So I really love that.
I like to taste my booze, too.
I do, too. You know,
I mean, if it just tastes like sweetness, then what's the point?
That's juice.
Especially when you're using a good booze with that. Anyway,
this is clever,
fun.
Tim.
I love
I've never
the hot
seen
dog.
like an American flag hot dog arrangement.
Very easy. We saw this, and it's basically line up the dogs like for the red stripe, and then the field of blue are just those blue corn chips.
Try those.
And then
the little stars on there. The
stars, basically, I take a little slice of white cheese and cut them out with a little cookie cutter. So it really works out well, and build your plate like that. Leave all the condiments out, and it's self-build, so your guests can build them like they want them.
This is a clever idea, and it's simple, and it definitely goes a long way. I mean, it just puts a smile on people's faces.
Easy, inexpensive, and fun. It's actually fun to assemble anyway on a sheet tray. Now, I love this. This is my strawberry and beet salad. It's actually in our book, the Bourbon Country Cookbook, but it's really easy to make. And Tessa, if you want to volunteer.
I do. Pick me.
I start out with roasted beets, gold and red. And then if you want to put that in, that's a little arugula.
Arugula? The whole thing or
just go ahead.
I love arugula.
And then I love strawberries with the beets. It really adds a nice little sweetness to it.
Wow.
And then a little bit of goat cheese. That goes on.
I noticed that you use 2 types of beets. You have the golden ones and then the really bright. I like to mix up the colors. And then purple.
For my dressing, it's basically poppy seeds, but it's strawberries in a blender with a little bit of sugar, olive oil, and vinegar.
Ooh, we have that recipe online.
Wow. Put the poppy seeds in at the end, and then just drizzle that all around.
That's so pretty.
And that adds that. And when it's mixed up, I like to serve it in individual serving containers that looks like this, so your guests can grab them. And Tessa, if you want to take a little taste.
How is it, Derek?
You know, the combination.
You're doing a lot of work, Tessa.
You
deserve a break. You should deserve a little break.
Just the right balance.
Isn't that nice?
The strawberries with the beets, the arugula. And I like that you do things in an individual dish because it makes it easier for your guests. They don't feel like they're making a mess of your beautifully created bowl.
Exactly. And it's easy for them to grab and go. You know, that's what I like. You know, you can sit there and enjoy it and put it down, not have to worry about all this stuff. And then kind of another festive little red, white, and blue theme. It continues with our skewers. So basically, what these are, and they're easy to build, the red is a little cherry tomato. I have a mozzarella and a blue potato. It's actually purple potatoes you can buy, and I cut those up, cut them in half, and then drizzle it with a balsamic glaze. That adds a nice little sweetness to it, and it's delicious. Your guests love that. And absolutely try one of those.
Tell us, Tim, how did you cook the potatoes?
I just boiled them.
Just boiling the potatoes?
Okay, so or you can roast them. Actually, even easier is roast them. You can boil them if you want. You can microwave them, actually. So either way, whatever method you you love to use, and then put a little salt on them after they're baked or done or whatever. And that's good. What do you think? And the mozzarella is good.
And the blue potato tastes just like a regular potato,
it
right?
does.
With the cheese is so perfect.
But I love the balsamic vinegar adds a really nice touch to it.
Clever idea and very healthy
so
as
fun.
well.
Simple. That's what we like. Easy entertaining.
Oh, easy is the name of the game, right? Sign me up. These cupcakes, this is an interesting idea.
I love this.
Tell us all about
your
it.
magical secret.
So I love to serve watermelon at a party, especially for dessert, because it's light, refreshing, and it's in season. You can find them all over. But what I use is this round, kind of a biscuit cutter.
Okay.
So once I slice a thick, about an 1.5 inch slice of watermelon, cut these out so you get these individuals, put them on a cupcake holder.
Wow.
And then this is cream cheese frosting, which is delicious. It really
It's
adds
a nice and juicy cupcake.
it is. It looks like a cupcake, but a little healthier version. And especially on a hot, warm day, I mean, watermelon's always refreshing and delicious. And then, of course, I put a little bit of red, white, and blue sprinkles on top just to make it a cupcake.
I would have 10 of these cupcakes. I would have 10. And is that cream cheese?
That is a cream cheese frosting.
Really
very simple. Just a little confectioner's sugar, cream cheese, and a little whipping cream, all whipped up in a stir blender. And it's perfect.
You might have to go back for another cupcake.
That's a guilt-free cupcake right there. Hey, before we let you go, how are you and your wife Lori celebrating the 4th of July?
I think we're going to make some of these dishes, invite a couple of friends over, and just kick back and enjoy. So that's going to be our big 4th of July party.
I think that sounds wonderful.
This is so nice, and I love it's thoughtful enough, but it's not going to bust your budget. You know what I mean? That you feel like, wow, someone really planned this.
That's the other thing. Oh, thank you. Yes, I know we're going to enjoy a few of these to start off. So with a bang, I guess.
Yeah, fireworks.
A blast, if you will.
Tim Laird, it's always great to see you.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Here's to you both. Love
Happy
it.
4th of July to you and your wife, Lori. By the way, the Bourbon Country Cookbook on set. You can pick it up full of great ideas. In the meantime, the web article is already up. Those recipes are on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section.